back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're going to play this another 15-10. My rating on here is still provisional. So it's like 1650 provisional. So let's at least try to play a few games and get our rating to an actual rating. See what it puts us up to. Or down to. Whatever. If we can get a game. There we go. Maybe. There it goes. I've been working on the Sicilian, and I think I'll roll that out at some point again and try it again. It wasn't working for me before, but I've been practicing a little bit. So we'll see. Maybe I'll roll that back out. I think if he's going to let me develop this... Should I do this and walk into that? Yeah. Yeah, I should. If he plays this, I can come back. But if he's just going to pass the turn to me, this is my worst piece, so why not? I guess we'll just develop a piece. This is a peculiar way to approach this. If I play here and he does that, I could go here. But then he plays that. Then I come back. I guess it's better to have a piece developed than to not. So this is undefended, but I don't see any tactics right now that could get me into trouble. So if he takes here, I could recapture, and that defends the bishop. So that hangs a pawn. Do you take the free pawn? He wants to castle queenside, so I think that I should. If I take this, and he takes me, I take back. If he trades... Yeah, the pawn structure gets messed up, but my king could step up, and I think that I'm okay. So, I don't see an argument to not take it. If you're going to hang your pieces, why not take them, you know? He's not hitting this right now, and I want a castle, so I'm going to try to get my pieces out here and get castled. He's not threatening to win anything. Now, I think, okay, I could go ahead and castle, but that's going to come with pressure against this. I think I'm going to play this. That gives me a good place to drop back to. It asks the question to this guy, and I can still castle on the next move. So if he plays, for example, if he does this, which is a pretty reasonable move, then I could come back. I'm completely safe. There's no nonsense, and this guy's still hit. Or maybe I could play that even. Takes. This guy could slide over to contest this open file here. So I think that, he's probably going to take this. And when he does, I'll recapture with the pawn. But this rook could slide over and defend this. So, if he moves this to open up another attacker, right, then I think I could just go right here. And then if he takes, I could probably just do this. Or maybe go here. Well, but then he gets that square for the knight. I don't want to do that. So, if he moves here, let's just make sure that didn't open any kind of tactics. I don't think so. Now, he will get this square. But I could come back and take that away from him. So I'm not terribly worried about that. This is absolutely what I would play, looking to go here. But if he does go here, this I don't really want him to go there. This is what this hole is for. So I still have pressure here. If this guy moves, then this is back on. And if he does come here, this isn't a terrible square. Actually, this is hanging now. That's an X-ray. I mean, I'm sorry, it's a pin. If he moved out of the way, I could add more pressure. So this, getting that X-ray. I don't want him to have that square, but at the same time, this is kind of a problem. There's two, like I said the other day, Daniel Naroditsky said there's two ways to evaluate if a pin is dangerous. Can the piece be attacked by a pawn, and is it defended by a pawn? It's not defended by a pawn, and it can be attacked by a pawn. So I think actually this may have been a better move to just pin this guy, and then maybe something like that. But there's also the argument for this, threatening to take away the defense of that. But this pin looks problematic to me. He could do this, but man, that doesn't look good. Now you add more pressure. Because now if I take, you take, well, hold on. Now, what if I played this? If I play this, that ruins his pawn structure. But it also traps that bishop. So if I played that, well, then it's hit twice. How do you add a defender? You can't go here. You could come back. That hits both of these. So from there, he would be able to go to these squares. Rook here seems like a fairly reasonable move. That's an improving move. It doesn't change too much about the position, and it comes with a threat. To take that pawn. So now he's undefended, this guy. So now that hits an undefended piece. If I play this, if he goes here, then I would have that. So here, I'm threatening to take this and then take this, because this isn't defended by a pawn anymore. If he moves it, then this becomes a problem. I mean, it's not a problem, but it's uncomfortable. I think I should push this now. Wait. If I took this and he took here, he wants to use this square, and this backwards pawn I could eliminate right here. But I feel like this move right here is good for some reason. Something about this move to me feels right. I'm going to get rid of this weakness. I have a weak pawn. I'm going to get rid of it. Because I don't want this knight to sit here. That opens up that square, doesn't it? He can't go here because he loses the piece. Now, he could play something like that, maybe. Why here? Open files. Now, the queen is looking at this guy. So this rook is effectively stuck on the back rank right now. But now that's a pin. If I play here, so that's the move that's coming. I have to play this, so. I can't let this open up. Right? This here. This pawn. I can't take the pawn. Because this is X-raying the queen and double attacking my rook. So I can't let that happen. But now this is hit 3 times, defended 3 times. Not really. Because the queen's looking at that rook. Oh, he can't go to that square causing my bishop. So actually I could take that pawn. I can't move my queen away from this rook. Part of me wants to play this, but man, these bishops, but they're looking in the wrong direction, really. I'd love to play that, but it's currently undefended. This is hit. Well, there you have it. The pressure was too much. So now that is hanging now. And I think that I can infiltrate now too. He does have this square. Because I had to move my bishop, I forgot. I'd like to have thought more about that, but I don't have time. I think you're going to have to sack the exchange, bud. That or lose a full piece. he played over, I would take the rook. So he can't come here. You can't defend that with a pawn, and you damn sure don't want to move it. And you ain't got nowhere to go with check. So I think sacking the exchange is the only move here. Yep. Now you got to be real careful because now I can start gobbling some pawns. So like check, grab that. Check. That forces him to step up. And then I could take that pawn. Let's simplify the endgame. To the best of my ability, anyway. I'm hitting this. If you push it, then I could come over, and I don't see a way to defend it. So I think I'm going to get a pawn out of this. See, this could end up being an issue. Because if this guy falls, the game ends. It's over. If this pawn is lost, the game is lost. And I don't know how you defend it. There, here, then that maybe? Now he can't do that, or I would take for free. Just make sure that my stuff stays defended. Don't do anything bananas. Now, if I play here, how does he defend this pawn? He don't. He takes the rook. So now how do you defend it? Bishop's hitting it, and the rook's hitting it. How do you keep me from taking it? Like that, huh? So I got to check. Defended. If I push that. Well, let's play this. Let's put a little pressure on him. That's a pin. What are you going to do about it? Fair. Fair enough. Defend that. So I'm making a threat on both sides of the board. This guy's put, you know, look, is this the cleanest conversion by me? No. Hell no. Hell no. But I think we're going to convert because I think he's going to have to give that knight up. Timed out. All right, let's look at the analysis. Got ourselves a Dubski. Got ourselves a little Dubberino. All right. So, 95% accurate is what this says. But, look, I don't believe that. I do not believe that that was 95% accurate. And that's my problem with Lichess. When I look at these games, everything here just feels so damn inflated. I do not believe that I played 95% accuracy. That's Magnus Carlsen level chess, and we obviously didn't play Magnus Carlsen level chess here. And I don't think that I'm 1650 or whatever it says I am, 1678. I'm not that strong, and this game was not that good. So that's my problem with Lichess. So let's take a look at chess.com. Chesskomsky. Add game. Well, shit. 87.5. I mean, it wasn't wrong. It was 7% off, but it wasn't wrong. I had a mistake and 4 inaccuracies. That bishop move is the best move. Yeah, okay, but so I played this. This is good because you're playing white. You should have the advantage and the pieces in the board. But now I have the advantage, and I've got the most pieces in the board. This over... Oh, yeah, I see. Look at this greedy mother. Look at this greedy guy. Look at there. It loves it. I thought that was a good. That's a good move. That's a grown-up move. When the adults are in the room, that's the kind of moves that get made right there. Because I had a backwards pawn. It was a weakness. And I'm like, you know what? Let's get rid of this weakness for your central pawn. And there it goes. Oh, best move. Oh, do you guys remember me saying I thought this was the best move? I don't know why it's the best move, but I felt like it was. I feel like Daniel Naroditsky with my intuition. This wins material. Oh, look at that. Oops, this mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. Okay, this moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This loses material. Boom, I seen it. You got to sack the exchange, get the queens off, and I'm up an exchange and a bishop for a knight. So you got 2 knights versus a bishop, which is better than a knight, and a rook that's a heavy piece. I get my rook active on the 2nd rank. Look, man, I'm going to pick up some pawns, dude. All right, it liked it better. All right, last move, it's like, hey, man, you're stupid. You should have played bishop to e4. Well, I better go bishop to e4. No, you idiot. You got to play pawn to e5. Like, come on, man. This game just hates me no matter what I do. Okay. Yeah, see, it wanted the pin straight away. But I knew that he was just going to move. So I was like, well, what's the point? But then I'm like, yeah, why not? Fuck it. And this move here, this I thought was a good move. Because I'm threatening to take this. But I'm also, so you need to do something about this. But I'm also threatening to push this, forcing you to, well, hell, if you let me push it, the game ends, right? So you got to respond to that, and then here you go. They wanted me to take the pawn, but that kind of just feels greedy. Because here, yeah, now white can't stop black from winning a knight if they make the correct moves. He has to sack. And now you're just down a rook in an endgame. And he gave up there. So anyway, look, you know, this guy's 1800. He was 1801, I think, when the game started, I think is what it was. And we beat him. So that's 1800 Lichess, which is a little bit different. But 1800 nonetheless. And I just want to say, really quick, when I started this back last summer, I was like, I think I was 1200. And, you know, look, this guy's 1800 Lichess, which I get it. It's a little bit inflated. But beating an 1800 was not on my radar when I started this last year. So, progress has definitely been made, folks. Progress has been made. Anyway, if y'all like that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things, and we'll see you all in the next video. See you guys.